Hi traders, still battling away trying to resolve the build 600 problems. It's the 14th of February 2014. Got most people up and running quite happily on standard accounts where they've got admin rights. Still seem to have a problem with a couple of clients who've got who are running Windows 8 with user rights. I can't quite get to the bottom of it yet, but I'm just going to demonstrate how to install a market flow indicator onto an MT4 account in Windows 7, which has just standard user unelevated rights. So this is going to be where Windows uses something called UAC virtualization and creates a virtual file store which MetaTrader accesses in a hidden file location. So another thing I wanted to discuss is I've also made a change to the way you can generate your installer links. So if you go to, happy Valentine's Day by the way, if you go to the website and you click license management, and then if you just put your reference number in here and then put your ID in here and scroll down, and then there's a little button saying generate new installer links, and if we just make this a bit bigger, so depending on what you're licensed for, you'll see installer links popping up for anything which has currently got a 600 patch released. So I want the market flow patch, so I just copy that link, paste it into my browser, and then open this installer. So it's just downloading that now from market flow. So before we run the installer, we should go into MetaTrader and just click File, Open Data Folder, and then just take a note of this path here at the top. This is effectively our root folder here. This is funny alphanumeric code, and that's basically where Windows has virtualized the file store. So I'm going to install into that folder now. So if I go back to my browser window and click my, okay, sorry, it did open it up, I'm just being stupid. So here it is, here's the market flow setup. If you're installing on a 600 build environment, make sure it's got 600 in brackets after it. So I'm going to open this file up now, click run, click next, accept the license agreement, and I'm going to browse to this root folder location that I've talked about. And if you're running in a UAC environment, it's going to be C users, so not your users folder, user data, sorry, user account, roaming, and cruise down to metaquotes. Under metaquotes go to terminal, and then there's that long alphanumeric string there. So highlight that, click OK, click next, install, click finish, close that, restart MetaTrader 4, because otherwise the changes that you've just made to the file structure won't be reflected when you look at the navigator again. So now go down to open up a new chart. Make sure you're running build 600, folks. So check your build numbers. This is build 604, 7th of Feb 2014. Go to your navigator, and what you should see is the actual indicator you've just installed grayed out, and that means there's no source code with it. It's just an executable, so don't worry about that. Drop it on your chart, and make sure allow DLL imports and allow external expert imports selected. Click OK. Now what should happen is this Java interface should be displayed, and this is basically just a little utility which allows you to write a reference file to your new file system. It just makes life a bit easier. So in this case, just if you're running build 600 or higher, click this box, tick that box, enter your unique reference number. Mine's 0, yours won't be, so remember that. Save the changes. Now click File, go to Open Data Folder, and now click MT4 Files. Now check to see if there's a file called ref file in the file structure. There is, so that's good news. And just if you look at it, just open it up, click Open, and make sure it contains your reference number followed by a comma. And if it does, that's cool. Just close your editor that you've opened it up with, and you'll see this product requires timecode renewal on the chart. Just change the time frame on the chart, and the system queries the web server again, checks your timecode and removes that stuff, and you're good to go. Right, if the Java interface didn't run, manually create the ref file using just a standard Mickey Mouse editor like Notepad or something like that. So if to do that, go to Windows, press the start icon at the bottom left hand corner, navigate to Accessories, scroll down to Notepad. In Notepad, enter your reference number and a comma. Now click File, Save As, navigate to that Files folder which we talked about before, so the root folder, which is there, MT4 Files. Now save this file as ref, capital REF, underscore, capital F, ile.csv. Save it. I've already got one which exists, so I'm going to replace it, and close Notepad, and off you go. So in the future, when you load indicators, you won't have to go through all this ref file business. It's now stored in your file system, so it'll just query the web server and you're good to go. That's your market flow indicator loaded. If you have problems, it's really important that you send me a screenshot of this experts tab here in the terminal window. This is what we're really interested in, and also put the system into debug mode. So go press F3, which opens up the global variable table. Add a little variable called debug, capital D-E-B-U-G. Give it a value of 1, and then OK it. And that means when you load an FX Algo Trader product, every time you load it, it will basically run through some diagnostics, and we can see what's kind of going on the platform. So it's seeing here custom indicator, market flow loaded, product is beta 4, that's its product code, the reference number was 0, which is my reference number, status database match, it means it's found your license numbers, your MT4 account numbers on the license management system. The time code is okay, the current time is 139 blah blah blah, a number. That's basically the number of seconds which have expired since 1970, which is the Unix epoch, 1st of Jan 1970. The product code is 13, and again it's just reconfirming that's beta 4. So this sort of information will be enormously helpful to debug situations where it's not working. When you try and upgrade or update MT4 to 600 and you're getting you're trying to update all your existing products, don't try and do it with 25 charts open and a whole load of legacy stuff going on, i.e. pre-build 600 indicators and the A's running in the background. Just make life really easy. Open up a clean installation of MT4. Make sure all the other libraries, DLLs that you're using in the past have closed down properly. So don't, make life easy. In terms of fault finding, it's going to be nigh on impossible if you've got 20 charts open and you've got products all over the place. Just keep it simple to start with, and it'll help everybody get to to identify where any potential issues are. So there you go, that's an overview of running FX Algo Trader installation into build 600 upwards in a UAC compliant environment, and hopefully that's of use. Thank you very much.